Have you ever purchased a portable air conditioner, but then were disappointed because it's not cooling down the room you have it in like you thought it should? That's what we're going to talk about today. It really comes down to BTUs, but also the efficiency of the air conditioner itself. And that's really what the ZAFRO 16,000 BTU dual exhaust hose really went after. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to get into the box and see how this air conditioner looks. Then we're going to get it set up in our master bedroom. We're going to install the app. We're going to go over the different controls it has in the app. And then we're going to go over some of the pros, some of the cons, and then we'll close out this video. But first, let's get in this box and see how it looks. Before we get into the box, we really just wanted to thank ZAFRO for sponsoring this video, choosing us for this collaboration. We're just really grateful that you did that. We're excited to do this collaboration and talk about this air conditioner. So let's get into that box. All right, first thing up top, we do have this portable air conditioner kind of quick start guide, which is pretty awesome. All right, we have some weather stripping. We have our two exhaust hoses. And we have our manual. Okay, this for the window. Just do exhaust for the window. So there is the air conditioner, and it looks just beautiful. Nice control panel up here. Power, the mode, plus and minus for the temperature, different fan speeds. So it has a night setting. Maybe it's gonna be able to dim this so it's not super bright. That'd be cool. Really excited to try this out because the promise is that it's 35 decibels, which is super quiet and makes it really easy if it's just super hot. If you live in a place like Arizona where it just doesn't cool off, it's really gonna give you the ability to be cool while you sleep. All right, we're gonna get this up in our bedroom. We're now up here in the master bedroom, and we're gonna go ahead and get the ZAFRO 16,000 BTU air conditioner hooked up in this window, and then we're gonna get it fired up. But I wanna show you how easy it is to get it installed, so we're gonna do that now. Okay, one thing I wanna touch on before we go any further, ZAFRO actually includes all of the weather stripping that you're gonna need. Most air conditioners don't, so I wanted to point that out because that is awesome. All right, and it also gives you kind of instructions. So it says here, the window panel B to face interior. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, and our window is a little small, so I'm gonna have to adjust it a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna go and adjust it. So if you have a smaller window like us, you may have to use a hacksaw and just kind of trim this down a little bit. Very easy to do, not difficult. So now we're gonna get this in the window. We're gonna set this up like this. And then all you gotta do is really just pull it down, and then it is set. So, and the reason you want to put the weather stripping is you just don't want bugs to come in, really. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put these on the back, and these are going to be the dual exhausts. And this is really one of the things that separates ZAFRO and any other company that does this, because the heat exchange is going to be way more efficient with two exhaust hoses instead of just one. Okay, so that's the purpose of it. But really, for this one on the side, if you're looking at it from the back on the right side, you have to slide it in from the right. And you'll hear a click once it's in. On the other one, you basically just come in from the top and go down to the bottom. And same thing, you're gonna hear that click, okay? And very simple, very easy to do. Then what we do is we're gonna bring it over to the window, and we are gonna connect it to this. Pull this down. That is all set up and ready to go. All right, you can see the louvers came up, and we're gonna turn it on. And we're gonna turn it down to 70. And just a beautiful design. You kind of see the green light, that's awesome. And it's going. And this thing is so quiet. That is so quiet. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and get the app installed, and then we're gonna kind of show you the different features in the app. But I am blown away at how quiet this is. It just is so quiet. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the app, and we're going to add a device. All right, we're gonna allow it while using the app, allow. All right. All right, now we're gonna long press the M. Okay, so it is detecting this. And on the device itself, it does have like those, Wi-Fi lines. So it's trying to detect it. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear. I'm gonna come down closer to it so the mic's closer. This is the highest setting. So, I mean, it is just such a quiet air conditioner. And I'm gonna put it down to the lowest. I mean, it's uncanny how quiet this air conditioner is. I'm just blown away. All right, pairing it. All right, now you can see it's connecting. It's registering it, perfect. Awesome. All right, we have it in our bedroom. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now as you can see, we can control it from the app. So I'm gonna bring it to 68 here. And 68 there. You can set sleep, you can set eco mode. Right now the louvers are moving. If you wanted to turn those off, you can. If you want it to go side to side, it can also go side to side on the louvers inside, which is phenomenal. So it has louvers that go up and down, it has louvers that go side to side. I mean, this thing is just, they thought of everything. You can turn it up to 3 to take it off eco, you can set auto, you can lock it so your kiddos can't, change the settings that you put on it. Okay, and then you can, set it to dry where it's gonna dehumidify this room. You can set it to just fan, but we're gonna set it to cool because here in Colorado right now, it's in the 90s. So we're gonna turn it back down to 68. So you can either do that or you can drag it like that. So that is awesome. I like the dragging feature better opposed to the, minus and plus because you can do a whole lot of numbers instead of just one at a time. Really fantastic. You can set a sleep mode if you want. And what that's going to do, as you can see, it turned off the green light. And then over here, it's going to turn off the display. So there's literally no lights going on while you sleep, which is something I really appreciate because we have a lot of different air conditioners, a lot of different fans that always have the light and we're having to put like tape over it or a washcloth. Not with the ZAFRO 16,000 BTU air conditioner. It's just amazing. All right, so now I'm gonna show you a little bit about the remote. Okay, now like I said, I wanna show you a little bit about the remote, the different features it has on here. So, we do have that sleep mode, so you'd hold this down for 3 seconds. If you wanted the sleep mode to change, if you wanted to lock, you can do that. The louvers to move up and down, the louvers to move side to side. If you wanted to change the temperature, you do it just that way, right? And it will change with it, which is awesome. So we're gonna put that back down there. You can change the mode, right? So that's humidify, that's fan, and then we'll go back to cool. There we go. And then you can set the different fans. So you can do auto, low, medium, high. All the things you have on the app, you can also have on here, which is just perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and let that be. And let's talk a little bit more about the specs and get into our pros and cons list. All right, guys, so I wanted to talk about this air conditioner, which has quickly become the favorite air conditioner for me that we have ever had. So just so many awesome things about it. We'll kind of get into that in the pros and cons, but first I want to talk about some of the cool things about it, okay? That dual hose design is very intentional, okay? So a lot of times what happens is when you have a single hose exhaust, it pushes hot air out the window, which creates like this negative pressure that kind of pulls in air, from the cracks that you have in your house. So, it's not as efficient as what the ZAFRO dual exhaust hoses do, which is one actually pulls in fresh air and the other one pushes out the hot air. So what it does is it makes the cooling significantly faster because it's way more efficient. You're not creating this like negative pressure scenario. It's actually, causing it to cool faster through that. It also has an inverter compressor. So instead of like kicking on full blast when the air conditioner comes on, like other air conditioners, the dual cylinder inverter dynamically adjusts its speed to maintain the temperature. So it's not kicking on full blast, it's adjusting as it kind of comes on. So it leads to like more, like a better efficiency, but also a quieter operation as well. Now, the last thing I want to do before we go into our pros and cons list is explain how it has the drainage-free system. Okay, so during standard cooling, it uses self-evaporating technology to expel moisture as vapor through the exhaust hose, which is just phenomenal, right? Just awesome technology. So you're having to drain it less, which is just, awesome. All right, let's talk about my pros and cons list, okay? All right, so the superior efficiency has to be number one. That dual hose is just such a cool design feature where you're not creating that negative pressure and you're having just far more efficient cooling. So it cools faster, but it's also quieter with that inverter for your compressor. So you have much quieter operation while having much more efficient cooling from a 16,000 BTU window AC unit, right? This portable AC unit. It's ultra quiet, right? That sleep mode is like 38 decibels up to 42 decibels when you have it at its highest fan speed. So I don't know if you've ever had like an air conditioner where it's just like you can't even sleep because it's so loud. That will not happen with one. You can't even tell that it's on. And with that sleep mode, it turns off all the lights as well. So that'd be my next one, the sleep mode, right? It turns off the lights so you don't have that green bar, and you also don't have on top the that display just shining in your eyes. A lot of times, with other air conditioners we have had to really put tape over it so we can sleep because it was so bright. So that's my next one on the list. Then the one after that is going to be like the dual louvers. Okay, so it can go this way and it can also go this way. So it's just throwing air everywhere, which just makes it even more efficient as far as cooling down your room. Low maintenance, right, will be the next one. So with that self-evaporating through the hose, you're not having to drain it as much. So just very low maintenance on keeping this thing up. All you really have to worry about is that filter. So super low maintenance. Next one is going to be smart home ready. You can control it from your app, right? So this is so cool because we went on a camping trip last weekend and I knew it was gonna be hot in the house because it's just been hot here in Colorado. We're at the end of our summer. And so I just turned it on from the car. And by the time we got home and we brought all of our bags up, we started unpacking because I knew we were gonna be in our room for a little while, just getting the laundry ready, all that kind of stuff. It was already cool by the time we got home. So you can control it from anywhere, which is just fantastic, right? All right, so what are the cons, right? Because it was hard for me to really come up with this because really, there aren't a whole lot. It's heavy, right? That's number one. So, if you're gonna bring it upstairs like we did, it is kind of hard to get it up there, but every air conditioner is heavy. And I would say we have a 15,000 BTU one downstairs. That's a window, you actually put it in the window, and that one was way heavier than this one, I would say. The next one is going to be that hose footprint, right? You have two hoses instead of one, so that'll take up a little bit more space. And the last one is a little more expensive, right? Because it's a 16,000 BTU. But if you can splurge, this is one of the best air conditioners on the market, in my opinion. You have so many different features on there. You have cool mode, you have a dry mode where it takes the humidity out of the room. It has a fan mode where it's just the fan. You have the sleep mode, which gets it really quiet and it turns off the light. You have an extra mode where it cools down very quickly. And then you have eco mode where you're saving the most energy efficient. So, all these different aspects of it, the louvers moving, and there's so many just really cool things. You guys got to check this out. You guys got to purchase this because it is just one of the best air conditioners that I have really ever seen if you don't have central air. So we love making these videos for you. Please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm always surprised by how many people watch our videos that aren't subscribed. So please do subscribe. We love making these videos for you. We want to make them, continually as much as we can. But check out I do have some affiliate links down below. It's another way you can support the channel. But yeah, we will see you in the next one.